guys, welcome back to The Bright Side. Macy here, the Bright Side Girl, and today we are doing my January Wintery TBR. So I have a few books that I really want to get to in January. For the most part, they're all like wintry and like snow-esque themed, which is so silly because I live in Southern California and we get no snow and basically no winter, although it has been getting really cold at night. Like tonight is supposed to be 34 degrees at some point, which is just outrageous. So I have been feeling like extra wintry. My house is a little bit colder. The highs have been beginning into the 70s, so I do feel like I've been getting a little bit more of a winter this year, and I'm all about the wintry reads, and I really haven't read that many wintry books. So I have a little TBR here for you. I picked one series to read, one start of a series, and a bunch of standalones. I think they're standalones. I don't think I'm gonna get to all these. I have a multitude of friends coming to visit in January, my cousins coming to visit. I have some old friends slash co-workers coming to visit. I have my really good friend and her husband are coming to stay with me, so it's gonna be a little bit of a hectic January, and I wasn't really expecting it. But I do have, of course, my TBR books. I don't know if I will follow this all the way. I usually read at least 2 books out of my TBR, so just keep that in mind. I don't want to get you like super excited about something that I'm not going to read, but if you guys are really excited, really love these, or really want to hear my thoughts on any of the ones that I mentioned, let me know because I will put those higher up on my priority. So without further ado, we're just gonna dive right in. First up, we are going to read The Greenglass House by Kate Milford. I accidentally left this one off my December book haul, so you'll be seeing this in my January book haul. But this one is so cool. First of all, let's just take a minute and look at this beautiful cover. I mean, it's so pretty. It's got this fancy like Victorian inn and this like wintry vibe, and then there's like a wintry lake on the back, and I was just blown away. So this one is a middle grade book, and it is Wintertime at the Greenglass House. This is a pretty smuggler's inn, and it's always quiet, and our lead character's name is Milo, and he is the innkeeper's adopted son, and he plans to spend his like Christmas holiday wintertime relaxing. But the first night of his icy wintry vacation, a guest bell rings, and then it rings again, and then mysterious guests keep coming like over and over and over again. So I think this one's set during Christmas time. I know it's not Christmas anymore, but it was one I didn't get to and I really wanted to. And I think it might also be more wintry than Christmassy, but basically they're at this inn and guests just keep coming and coming, and there might be a murder mystery, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure that it's middle grade, and I'm so excited to read it because it's a beautiful book, first of all, and it just sounds, I don't know, it just sounds like super fun and wintry, and I'm really excited. Next up, I usually pick a fairy tale retelling, like 1 to 2 fairy tale retellings a month to read, and so for this month I picked Snow in Summer, The Fairest of Them All by Jane Yolen. So this is a Snow White retelling, or possibly backstory of the evil queen. I'm not sure. I really am into Snow White retellings. Like, I've read the most Snow White retellings out of anything else, and I hope to keep doing this so that I can do a video on not just, oh, my favorite retellings, but like specifically like these are my favorite Snow White retellings and Cinderella and all that stuff, but it's gonna take some reading to get that done. So I don't know anything about this other than the fact that it's a Snow White retelling, and it's very, very short, so I'd be shocked if I didn't get to this in January. Next up is The Snow Child by Ewan Ivy. I really never know how to pronounce this name. I mentioned this in my December book haul. This is an adult book, I believe, and it is about a couple that live in like the 1920s in Alaska. They build a snowman, and the next day the snowman is gone, and they find a child in the woods, and it's like magical surrealism, amazingness. It has so many positive blurbs on the back. My good friend Claire had wonderful things to say about it, and I was just, again, beautiful, wintry, lovely cover. So I hope to get this one in January. This one's a little bit higher on my priority just because of the things that I've heard. A little bit lower in my priority only because of the next series I'm going to be talking about at the very end is going to be Winter Song by S.A. Jones. Basically a winter spellbinding fantasy So I don't know anything about this one, per usual of my reading books, because I hear a few good things, I know a brief synopsis, and then I want to read it and I don't want to like know too much information. But this one's just like a wintry type fantasy. I think there's 2 or 3 books in the series. I have the second book as well. And look at that cover. Again, these wintry covers are just everything right now. So I am really excited. I don't think I'm gonna get to it this month because of the next series on my list, but I just thought I'd throw it in there in case I have like a surprising, amazing January like I did last January. I've read the crap out of some books, and so you just never know. Okay, and next up, I'm gonna hold the second book up because I don't have the first one. Unfortunately, I have book 2 and 3, but we're going to read the Snow Like Ashes series. This is the second book, Ice Like Fire, but I haven't read any of them. This is a high fantasy series that I have been wanting to read for like 2 or 3 years, and I keep putting it off, but I finally own them now, which just happened a couple months ago. So basically, it is set in a fantasy world where we're divided up by the seasons. So there's like the winter section and the summer section and the spring section, and all the fantasy kind of revolves around that. That is basically all I know, and it sounds so amazing. And they all have like wintry vibes about them. So there's like Snow Like Ashes, Ice Like Fire, and Frost Like Night, all by Sarah Rosh. I've heard really excellent things about this series. Like if you're nervous about fantasy, this is like amazing. If you are in a reading slump, this is supposed to be super good. Action-packed and awesome, and I hope to complete more series this year than I did last year, even though I did pretty good. But this is one that's been high on my priority for a long time, so I'm so excited. I need to get the first one from the library and I will just be ready to go. Now I have a lot more mental January TBR things on my mind, a lot of audiobooks. I don't usually share my audiobook TBRs in these videos because I kind of switch around a little bit more with audiobooks and I like it to be a little bit more freeing, but I think I will be doing a winter, we're going to call it a TBL, which is going to be an audiobook to be listened video. So I'm going to do them seasonally so that I don't overwhelm you guys with the same video. I'll be doing a winter, spring, summer, and fall TBL, which will be my audiobooks that are like next up on my list for the entire season. So I'll probably have like, I don't know, eight of them or something like that, and they'll be kind of more seasonally themed. So I hope you guys like that idea. Let me know what you guys plan on reading in January. I hope you're having a great new year and enjoying all of these videos that I'm posting, because I wanted to get so many things in January and the end of December, and I was behind because I got sick, so we're just cramming them all in here and we're starting out strong in 2019. So I hope you guys are having a great one. Let me know below if you guys have read any of the books I mentioned or if you're excited for me to read them, and I'll bump them up on my priority like I said. I post videos every Monday, Wednesday, and sometimes on the weekends, usually. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys next time on the bright side. Bye!